Beñat Fernandez, of course, is out of it. Madifa leading as he did yesterday, and there is the number 5 of Uriarte now splitting his 2 championship riders. That is the order. He's in second place in the points, but he's not going to be there. Mustafa pulling off the track, most unfortunate. Very, very rare. Do they run in the championship? Uriarte, Danish and Veda Pratama. 1, 2, 3. I think at the end of this one.
No, absolutely not. Let's have a further look down the field then. We've got the likes of Morelli.
Technical difficulties with the KTMs. They are change broken.
Oh dear, we've got David Gonzalez, who really lost out with that big mistake in towards 2A, who is absolutely at the back, is now picking up a point. You got the Frenchies, Plomp and Da Costa there. Gutted an 8.
Yeah. So
he has now been pushed back to 8th position. So it's actually 1, 2, 3 in the championship, and the 5th rider, the 13th and 14th, Singapore, down in just ahead of them. Sorry, in 12th.
The 32 of Ramadipa has the advantage, but there's the yellow helmet of Gonzalez.
Championship, Beñat Fernandez into 4th place in the race, just behind him, all the way from near enough position. I was just thinking where Singapore qualified. It was.
Can't push in. On the white helmet, can't push in, takes second place.
The back row of the grid. What a ride this is from Beñat.
Absolutely superb and a great run.
Fairly far down, but I can't find him on the grid. Oh yes, 23rd, there we go. Can't push in, pushing them out the way. Good stuff from the Kyrgyzstani riders. Ramadi
from Hakim Danish as well. You know, Hakim, he started the year with
all the way down, so that's a very decent ride so far from him, as well as Mitani in 8th as well. Keeper still leads the way into the final corner then. Look at this enormous leading group, Peter. It's
5 second places and then a win. He can do it. It's just a mental thing that has messed up.
Castanelli, the Vietnamese rider there, up into 9th place, as well as the number 9. Peace Cup in its most classic form.
It is, isn't it? Such a totally different race. The recent races for the Malaysian. He's obviously expunged that from his brain. Down the corkscrew again. You're looking back at what a great picture that is. Today, Ramadipa, as we say, the confidence that he got from that superb ride into second place now, and he is battling for the lead.
It's such a different dynamic, Peter, from being the predator and the prey. You know, he
looking back at Hakim Danish, and now forward Brian Uriarte. Yesterday, he slots in behind Karpushin. Karpushin has bounced back with the confidence.
They were chasing him all the time throughout the season, but now he's on the back foot again.
And the leader, Veda Pratama, on the 54. Confidence that he has, taking pole position, erasing the disappointment from yesterday.
Uriarte's the one with more things to lose, per se, with a 4 points gap out the lead.
And 8 laps to go. You know, we're not halfway through this yet. There's still plenty to action.
Well then, down through the Omega curve. It's amazing how that could just change a rider's mentality.
Yeah, absolutely. You know, Uriarte.
They're being very sensible, Peter. It's like a very high-speed game of chess. They're in it for the long run. They come, seen plenty of drama over the last 24 hours or so as Uriarte.
He's very strong mentally, and you see he actually had the better line than Veda through there.
Now this is your group. Doesn't look like any of them are going to really drop off. Pugliesi's made that step up to be, gets nerfed wide by Beñat Fernandez. Not quite from the same part of Spain, one from Santander.
He got the drive out of it. Veda caught him going into the corner, but Brian Uriarte,
a consistent podium contender. Gonzalez clearly knows his place very well. Gonna have one from the Basque Country, almost neighbours basically, in geographical terms.
Flicked it right and then left. Better to get the drive out.
On that penalty, I'm going to have a look at what he was up to last weekend.
Yeah, and the point is, I think,
as you can say,
well, a great mix of nationalities there at the front
as well for Mon and Yane, due to exceeding track limits. He's down in 20th at the moment, fighting with
all 5 of them know that you need the slipstream here. Veda's tried to run away with it and couldn't. To the field, isn't it? Kyrgyzstan leads
from Indonesia, Spain, who also had a long lap penalty. Agostinelli is just ahead of them. He's done his.
And they know that you need the slipstream, so there really is no point in doing anything silly at the
Argentina, Italy. Zenmitani, the number 34, up into 9th place. His long lap penalty as well.
Oh, and Brian getting it a bit sideways on the brakes going in there. This point in the race, just hang in there. You've got 7 laps to go and a couple of corners, and then
Now, as Pratama was the one who got really pushed back in the latest big shuffle.
yeah, in a sense, but he managed to hang on to it.
Who's that? That's Agostinelli, just gone down, having just completely
Sorted out over the last couple of laps. And there is the group behind it. It's another slips. Teddy's real problem is qualifying. He came off the 6th row of the grid today from 16th.
Defeated his long lap penalty. That's a big shame for the Vietnamese rider.
Yeah. Screaming battle, and of course it's the 85 of Katsik Singapong there. Mike Yu is, he said, it's just very hard when you come from the back like that. But he's he did a superb, presumably ruined his concentration having to do the long lap penalty, and his commonly used name, that's a lot easier than saying Katsik Singapong. Mike job yesterday in the wet, he got up to 5th place. I wonder if he could do the same thing today. And called himself out. Anyway, back with the leaders then. Brian Uriarte still with the advantage over Pratama and Hakim Q, his mates call him.
Just having a look then, David Gonzalez in the Christian Daniel Jr. in 11th spot at the moment. Tinez just behind him in 12th. Those two.
Danish, they got a very, very slight advantage over the 17 of Yaroslav.
Junior World Championship last time out in Jerez just last weekend. Came hiding their time a bit as we look towards the front of the race, still pushing the rider who's really wanted.
Pushin.
Kurdistani rider, just what a tick up in form he's had since that. Away with 9 points, 7th place finish in race 2 for him. So certainly to stay out front, he's happy to lead and do all the legwork. Morelli just behind him with Gonzalez too, and Pole in that front row start, and Podium back in. Taking that confidence from there through to here, as we see Singapore up there ahead of Marco Benyat Fernandez doing a late braking in towards turn 1 as well.
And as we've said,
Germany, really impressive. One of the youngest riders on the Rookies Cup grid, isn't he? Morelli then, so this is the battles for 12th and 13th. So Morelli's
so many times, the guys don't have to muck each other up. Now this is a place where you don't need the slip.
Hakim Danish went very wide there. That could have been a long lap penalty for Danish.